So maybe
Okay.
July we have a check, and maybe we can start order from August, or any plan?
What's the
Lucy?
process, Lucy? Because, you know, have we got orders? You know, have we got launch dates?
Yeah, so for the packed at source Lions brand for
Yeah.
Sainsbury's Christmas, for example, the launch date would be the end of November.
End of November.
So I would be ordering for development trials. I'll be ordering as soon as I get an approval from Sainsbury's, essentially. But I wouldn't be going for that until June, because I think it would be too risky, Tony. I think it'd be too risky to put that product through the final panel until we definitely know that the metal detector is open, because to pull out that date would not be good. So I think what we do is then
we have a launch date in November.
Launch date in November, okay.
Which means that the products, the final products, the finished, approved, packed products need to be in the UK in November.
In November.
So we have to work towards getting the metal detector installed, getting the metal detector commissioned, getting the training manuals out to the staff, organising the remote audit of that particular process. Then we will be in a position to start taking samples and getting the product approved. Then we will place the order, but all this has to be with a view that raw material needs to be in the UK for November. So actually, timeline is down to how quick you can get that metal detector in, commissioned, up and running and approved by Mike, etc. And then Lucy can start work by getting the products, because we can work, I guess, in the background on the products, but we don't want to show them to Sainsbury's until the metal detector is commissioned and we can actually buy the product. So the most important thing.
What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just working out, I'm with the Sainsbury's team working out the pricing and the commercials, and then we'll be in a stage quite quickly of sending first samples, which I can do from the because that's kitchen, so I can send that from the ones you've air freighted to me, that's fine. But then once we get past kitchen, I'll wait until the metal detector is done, because it's too late to pull out if there's any problems. So that's why June is the real latest.
Because once Sainsbury's have said yes, we like the product and yes, we want to go, if we don't have a metal detector that allows that to happen, we're in trouble. So everything hinges on the purchase and the successful installation of the metal detector.
I see.
And
that's
Tony,
the missing part of the process from a full approval for Lions perspective.
And Tony, in terms of the lightly spiced for Wetherspoons, do you have a time frame in your mind that you're thinking, okay, that's got to be done? Because if we carry on working on the product in the background, and I think we're really close, I can start obviously showing that to Wetherspoons. But then when do you have in your mind when you would like to switch that over as well? Have you got a date, or it's just when the product's ready?
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly more complex than it needs to be, because we haven't sold that product for best part of a year because of COVID and the fact that Wetherspoons has been closed. So, you know, we've got more stock than we would have had at this time of the year. We've got a contract with our current supplier that has extended longer than it should have done, because basically we've lost a year. So what we need to do is fully understand exactly what the sales are like once it starts selling again before I can comment on that. It's unfortunate, but actually, you know, the most important thing for me is actually, again, having a fully signed off, approved product available to buy, because, you know, we won't go to our customer with any suggestions about an alternative supplier until the supplier is ready to supply. So we'll just have to work together on that one. Unfortunately, out of all this, that is the one that COVID has seriously affected. Now, that doesn't mean to say that the product may have opportunities for launches in other areas. I'm not sure about that. But for the specific Wetherspoons replacement, we obviously have to honour our existing contract. We obviously have to wait for that establishment to, well, I say wait for it to open. I would assume that some of them opened yesterday, so things are starting to happen. And, you know, over the next couple of months, we should see things opening up a bit further. But the honest answer is we're not selling any of that product at the moment. So until such times as we start selling and start exhausting our stock and start reshipping our contractual commitments, it's very difficult to give a launch date on that product. You know, if we have another lockdown, it all stops again. So, you know, we've just got to be cautious with all the other products that we're talking about are retail. This one is food service. So obviously that is dictated to by what the government advises us on opening up of those type of establishments.
I see. Understand. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, fully understand yours. We will try our best. Yeah. For now, the deadline will be the June at the latest, right? Yeah, we will try. Yeah. So,
Yes,
but
yes.
for the launch day, the estimated launch day, it may be in November. So normally the shipment time from Vietnam should be September. So taking all of these things into consideration, so I think we should do everything quickly. So yeah, after we install the metal detectors, we have through the audit for that, or to ensure everything is okay, the training related to the metal detectors, so all. And after that, we move to the sample, to the sample stage, and then we move to the order. So
that's full production samples that we can show to our customers that have gone through the physical process of the manufacturing operation. So factory produced product that has gone through the metal detector, that has been approved by Mike and B, that we've signed off and say that is suitable to show to our customer, and then subject to approval of that by our customer, that's when you get the order.
Okay. So if in the best scenario, if we can do everything within this year, so can you show us a potential volume for the first order?
And those have been sent to Tomomi. Have you got those at hand, Tomomi?
Yes. I think I have sent a message to Vietnam in separate message, but
we would like to show it again. Yeah.
Okay. I can I can forward later. I can send once again to you.
No, actually we have received that, yes, but now officially we'd like to show it again, officially in the meeting for all of the people in Minfu can see.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I need to update actually. Sorry, I haven't actually updated to the one sheet yet. So can I do that later? I can send it to both of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problems.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So I think we are all in the same page and we can go as a schedule. But once this meeting finished, I can update our project and the volume as well. So we can prepare as per like this schedule and project?
Tomomi, would it be possible once you have the date of arrival of the metal detector to put together a timeline, please?
Okay, I will do
so
that.
We can see all points, and we can see if we're needing to speed things up if we can, or whether we're on target.
Okay, sure.
Because and what I would suggest is that the start date is the installation of the metal detector.
Okay.
And effectively, the finish date is the last possible date that you can ship to meet arrival in the UK for early November. Then we can see everything in the middle that needs to go on. So, we can pencil in a date for the remote audit of this particular installation. We can look at times when Lucy's going to need samples. We can then put in when our first order date will be, etc., etc. And then we've got a clear view of exactly what we need to aim for. And see if we're slipping behind for any reason and what the cause of that is.
Okay, sure. I will update and I will give the timeline for when Minfu can install metal detector and everything. I will anyway update, and
Brilliant.
If you can see that if there is any incorrect, can you correct that for me? Anyway, I will send it to you both of
Okay. I'm also just thinking that we need to factor in the Sainsbury's physical audit of the site as well. Yeah, and time for closures of non-conformances as well.
Yes.
When would be a Sainsbury's private label launch, Luce?
So it's as soon as we can get, it's more the technical side of things and getting the approval done that would determine when we can actually go live with the Sainsbury's. But the target that we've got in our minds at the moment is for the Christmas breaded tender. That's November 22 for Sainsbury's. So anything in the time if we can go earlier, that's great, because then we can solve the problem with the IQF marinated prawns, because obviously we know that currently the situation's a bit tricky where it is now. So if we can bring that over earlier, great. But what we are working towards is that big tender for Christmas 22.
Okay.
So where are we in relation to being anywhere near ready for a Sainsbury's audit?
I think we're at the very beginning, aren't we, B? I think we're right at the very, very start.
Yeah, we've only just started going through the metal detector codes of practice, so we've got about another 12, 13 to go, I think.
Right. Okay. So realistically, when we're, is it likely we get one in this year, or are we, because it would be good, I agree, to add to a timeline, and whether that timeline is 1 year from today or 18 months from today, at least we would have an indication.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Mike? You're grinning there. And you're on mute, so you're talking to yourself at the moment. Maybe that was a good thing. We couldn't hear you blaspheming away.
Yeah, no, it's hard to give an estimated time how long this is going to take. Obviously, there's so many factors that could influence it. I think safe, we're talking 12 months to make sure that we are 100% ready for Sainsbury's physical audit. We need to make sure.
I agree, but I think what we need to do is we've actually got a target of Christmas launches, so that's effectively shipping along a similar line to what we've just talked about. So whatever September 22 shipment. So we could have a timeline that at least says everything needs to be done by June 22, for argument's sake. In which case then we can monitor as we're going along, and if we get to December 21 and we are miles away, at least we'll know in December 21 that we've got to either pull our finger out or forget it, basically.
Yeah.
Because we can't keep talking to Sainsbury's about what we're planning on doing if we're not going to achieve, and maybe from today's date we can achieve it. But as you say, there's an awful lot to do and an awful lot of codes of practice to go through and understand and implement before we're ready for an audit. So, if we don't try and kill ourselves and be realistic, putting an audit date in that at this moment in time, so if that's 12 months, Mike, or if it's 14 or whatever, we believe that at today's date that's achievable.
Yes,
that's great. At least we then see in 2 months whether we're no further down the track, so we need to add another 2 months onto it. You know what I mean? It's not trying to put any pressure on anything, it's trying to understand how we are progressing towards the target, and if we're going to miss the target for whatever reason, we know about it sooner rather than later.
Okay. Yes, we totally agree that we should set the realistic target to make sure that everyone is going towards the target. And especially the one things I would like to put here is that from August to December, that will be the peak season for the factories. We have a lot of orders. So it would be better if we are moving on with the audit, but it would be better if you could giving us the order, what kind of product, and how much the potential volume, so that raw materials, so that we can go peak season, because Christmas is a very big season. So
exactly. It's Christmas for everybody. So we have to we do have to bear that in mind from a booking factory capacity space, especially with products that Minfu are not currently familiar with. So we sort of need to get our head around that loose to make sure that an idea at this stage of what the volumes and the products will be, so that maybe we can reserve a bit of operational time for 18 months time.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. I mean, we've got most of that data already, so we can do that.
Brilliant.
I would like to say something, if it's okay with everyone. I mean, we have actually mentioned it several times during the meeting, but I want to make clear and stress one thing. Lions is actually going ahead talking to Sainsbury, Waterspoons, advancing the project, and every time we advance the project, we get deeper into the situation of point of no return. Okay. So this is important that we all have in mind this. Now, on the side of Minfu, they are advancing on the preparation of the machine. They are advancing on the preparation of the products, as Wen has mentioned now, that we need to prepare the products in advance, so we don't actually order at the last time and then we have problems of delivery. So as well, Minfu is going on an advanced set of point of no return. So both. Okay, what we need to understand here is that every company is actually advancing, reaching a point of no return. Okay, so we have to be clear, and we have to actually have a very good communication in order to reach this point, because if we don't reach this point, eventually it's going to be catastrophic for everyone. So just want to mention that everyone has the same mindset. We have to cooperate, we have to work together, we have to communicate efficiently, and we have to be realistic. If something happens, bring it up, and then we actually have to manage it the best way. This is my only comment. As per today's conversation, for me, it's very clear we have to actually have a strong communication, and eventually we will have a strong partnership after the first release of the products. And it's always the hardest hurdle is always the beginning. Once this is done, then we can actually start rolling with orders, rolling with delivery, supplies, and everything is going to be perfect. But the beginning is always very important and very hard. So just want everyone to understand this, and everyone, now that we have everyone now in the meeting, just to be sure that everyone is committed to go ahead and make it happen. So sorry, this is my comment.
You're absolutely right, Javier. I mean, totally agree with everything that you've said. From a Lions perspective, you're absolutely right again. It would be catastrophic if this failed. We are totally committed with our customer base to deliver this. And with it being, in the first instance, our biggest customer, we cannot fail. We're only working with you guys. We're not working with anybody else. This is a completely separate project to anything that we are currently doing, and anything that we are currently doing is built into a transfer to you guys. So you've got existing business that we are going to move to you, and we've got new business opportunities for us. As we say, we cannot fail. So we are totally committed to it. But like you say, it will be catastrophic. There's lots of investment going on here. There's lots of, time and effort, and target dates to hit, which if we don't, we are in trouble. So there is a commitment from us. Obviously what we want is a commitment back, which I'm pretty sure that we're already there with the relationship that we have, i.e. Lions and Mitsui. And obviously the purpose of this meeting to bring Min-Fu now into the conversation, and talking about the very first steps, which are an investment in a piece of equipment that without stops us progressing any further. So communication is absolutely the right thing. If we need to talk every day, then so be it. It's no problem to us. We need this to work. We need the deadlines to be achieved, and obviously we need to have successful audits, so that an unsuccessful audit doesn't delay any potential launch dates or timelines that we have. So it's important that we do all talk. If you've got any questions about policies and procedures that you ask, don't wait until the audit day and then be told you haven't done this because a question hasn't been asked. If there's anything you're unsure of, please let us know, and we're here to help you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your kind message. We Mitsui in Vietnam, Mitsui London, and also Min-Fu is highly committed for this project. Yeah, we really want to move on together with this project and building the sustainable relationship with you guys.
Excellent.
Perfect. Yes. Great. So any comments from Min-Fu or any? No?
Okay.
No.
Anh Hưng ơi, từ Min-Fu thì mình có comment gì không anh ha?
Hỏi ý kiến.
Hello anh Hưng ơi.
Nhật ơi. Nhật. Hello Nhật ơi. Anh không có ý kiến gì à Nguyên ơi?
Ý kiến một chút xíu, kết thúc cuộc họp đi anh ơi. Cố gắng với dự án này gì đó. Ok không anh Hưng? Dạ.
Anh nghe không rõ.
Ý là anh ý kiến một chút xíu, kết thúc cuộc họp thôi anh.
Để hỏi Nhật xem con Nhật có ý kiến gì không? Để Nhật phụ trách ba cái vụ đánh giá. Còn vướng mắc gì không?
Chắc anh Nhật đang có vấn đề với internet đấy, cho nên chắc anh Hưng đại diện nha. Tại do cuộc họp cũng gần hết. Anh Nhật không là không có ý kiến. Chắc anh Hưng Minh Phú rồi mình trả khách thôi.
Thank you so much, everyone. For me, I don't have an idea. And now we in Ningbo are try our best to complete for the audit. And tomorrow I will go to Camo and discuss with manager of factory for investment some machine. And I think the manager of Ningbo on way improve for the mistake in factory. And I hope we will do everything before you. For Ningbo, we always try our best to meet the standard of Lion, standard of retail market in Japan.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Hung. So yeah, Ningbo is really trying their best to following this project. Try our best
Brilliant.
first for the method. Yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Sawada-san?
Okay, thank you very much. Closing remark from me. So I think it was very good meeting, good conversations, and actually I think we have gone over the point of no return. We are on the same boat. As Tony-san said, we cannot fail. We have to realize this project. Now we have the several projects, and we will take the step by step. Yes. So, and we are looking at the same direction now. All yes, and so our target. We are not looking at each other. We are looking at the same direction. Supermarket and any other customers. So shall we advance our project as a good partnership among us, Minfu, Ravelry, and Mitsui? Okay, thank you very much. And shall we continue such conversations and advance the project time to time? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I think we have Tanaka's GM, General Manager from Mitsui Vietnam in the meeting. So yeah. So yeah, I think he may have some words to say with us.
Okay, great.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so sorry hiding so much and without showing my face. But yeah, as a general manager of the Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, I think we can discuss well about the timeline, and that is very helpful for us to, prepare what kind of thing we had to prepare and at what time we had to we will welcome the deadline, and that is become clear for us. So yeah, as our Mr. Gwen said that yeah, we committed. We will not run away from this project. So let's let's finalize this project, and we expecting the new launch of the Alliance product in this Christmas season. Thank you. Let's keep in touch and please discuss. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tanaka GM.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Tony. Sawada-san, could you guys just stay on so that the four of us can have just a quick 5 minutes, please?
Of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
So goodbye.
See you.
Bye. Bye.